How's it going, guys? My name is Jakefog and welcome back to episode number 3 of my Football Manager 2020 journey here with Leeds United. And well, since the last episode, it's not quite gone to plan, if I'm being brutally honest. I'll have a quick look at the schedule. You can see here, after that absolutely fantastic 3-0 win at home to Bournemouth in the League Cup, we actually went away to Charlton, beat them 2-0. Fairly decent result. Was pretty happy with a 2-0 win away from home. But then West Brom at home, this was lost 1-0 at home to West Brom. But as you can see, we did have the better of the game. We just could not create any decent chances or put any of the chances that fell our way away. Unfortunately, you can see there, statistics-wise, we were absolutely dominant. But West Brom, Jake Livermore scored in the 53rd minute, and that was that. And then I was thinking, let's bounce back away at Millwall. No, we lost 3-2. Once again, we played pretty well, but we just could not hold a lead. Well, not even hold a lead. We never really managed to put any daylight between us and them. As you see, we took a nice early lead, but then Millwall pegged us back and actually went 2-1 up. Augustin equalised relatively quickly, just 8 minutes in between the goals, and then Bodvarsson scored in the 86th minute to hand Millwall a 3-2 win. And it was this kind of game that made me realise that maybe this tactic, it can be a little bit open. The back, because I'm pretty certain a lot of their goals came from sort of counter attacks and where we just committed men forward, and then it just wasn't fantastic, which did lead me to develop a slightly more defensive version of the tactic, which I will get into in a minute. And then after a little international break, we played Birmingham at home, and this game annoyed me. They didn't have a shot on target. We had 67% possession, but once again, our front three just did not create enough, and unfortunately, we could not get the victory in a game we really deserved to win. But again, chance creation and putting our chances away, just not good enough. But finally, we got back to winning ways. I switched up both of my wingers here, and well, they both repaid my faith. Alioski and Jordan Stevens, my two starting wingers, both getting on the score sheet. Mateus Klick also missed a penalty, and if we have a little look in the game, once again, dominant. So we're still very dominant with this tactic. It's just I have developed a slightly more defensive one if I kind of feel that I'm falling behind in a game or I'm leaving too many gaps and we're taking too many risks. So obviously this is the normal tactic. It has not changed. Nothing has changed about it. But then I've made a slightly more defensive tactic. As you can see, I've switched the wing backs, still complete wing backs, but actually in the right back and left back slot, set to support rather than attack on complete wing back. I've also, because I've got the back four, I no longer have. I actually changed this in. I did mean to change this, but I've got rid of the stay wider on the two centre-backs, and then Phillips, rather than being a half-back, I have got him as a deep lying playmaker. Will still sit fairly deep, but just kind of gives us a little bit more defensive stability. But anyway, today, as previously mentioned, playing Sheffield Wednesday away underneath the lights, and then we've got the fourth round against Premier League Aston Villa. But after all these results, it actually leaves us fourth in the table, and Brentford and Fulham have developed a little bit of a gap. Fulham yet to lose, 10 wins, 0 losses. Brentford have won 11, drawn 1, lost 1. Obviously they lost 3-1 against us. And Middlesbrough, the surprise package in all of this, sat up in third, 29 points. And, well, in fact, Hull City as well, a fifth on 26. I do not know what is going on. And Sheffield Wednesday, who we play today, are sat in sixth position, but you can see that their recent form has been a little bit hit and miss. So, we're starting to fall behind Brentford and Fulham a little bit, but hopefully we can put a stop to that as we play Sheffield Wednesday today in the derby. I'm just one change. I'm going to bring Cooper back in because Berardi was suspended, and also Berardi, he's in my bad books because he broke his collarbone. Broke Stuart Dallas's collarbone, which wasn't very nice. Although it does say here that it was received in a match. No, he did receive it in a match. But no, that was it. Pascal Strike. He got injured in training by Berardi. Classic. Dislocated his jaw. what is he like? So Berardi is in my bad books, as I actually got a little bit confused there. But I'm actually going to stick with the same lineup as I used in the last game because it worked pretty well. Alioski and Stevens on the wings both performed for me, apart from Cooper coming back into the side. So today's side, Casilla in goal, White, Cooper at centre-back, Ayling and Douglas at full-backs, Phillips in that half-back role, just behind McCalmont and Click, Alioski and Stevens on the wing with Augustin up front. And the main reason you can see, if I just look at Harrison and Costa, their recent form, they started off so well, but 6.68 and 6.78 has not been good enough, and Pablo hasn't particularly performed for me either. So I decided to give Jordan Stevens a chance on the right and Alioski a chance on the left, and it paid dividends in the last game. But yeah, that is the lineups for today. Submit the team and let's get into it. Yorkshire derby, underneath the lights away at Hillsborough. Oh, you absolutely love to see it. Let's see who they got. They've got Connor Wickham. I forget that Connor Wickham plays for them. 3 appearances, 11 off the bench and 1 goal. So he's not done much for them so far. So hopefully that bodes well for us. Let's give the fans something to cheer today. Oh, I love that. Little bit of confidence from Calvin. A little bit of confidence from McCalmont. Motivated Douglas and Click. Let's jump into the game. Don't care about the pre-match interview. And let's see how this starts off. Okay, no highlights yet, 15 minutes in. We've had 2 shots. We've had slightly more possession. One slightly more, but it's a corner to Wednesday is the first highlight that is headed over at the back post. And, well, that was short but sweet. And so far, it's been a pretty cagey affair by the looks of it. Not many chances being created by either side. Just 5 shots in the game so far, make that 6. And, well, we're closing in on half-time and just absolutely nothing is happening. But at least we're looking pretty solid defensively. And as I say that, free kick, McCalmont at the back post, it's a penalty. And Click is taking the penalty. I was tempted to change it because he's missed a couple. Please don't let me down. Please don't let me down, Matty. Steps up, bottom corner. Come on. Absolutely love to see it. 4th goal of the season. Scored some absolute worldies for me this year. I think that's probably the first goal that he scored from inside the box. Placed it beautifully into the bottom corner to give us a 1-0 lead going into half-time. Very happy with that so far. Guard against complacency. Motivation and focus all over the shop. And let's get into this second half. And hopefully we can keep up this performance so far, limiting Sheffield Wednesday to just 1 shot in the entire game. 42% possession, make that 2 shots for him now. So we've got a goal kick, look to build from the back. White is plays it forward to Stevens, my hero, my mate. Absolutely love Jordan Stevens. And McCalmont brings it forward, but he gets tackled, and this is what I'm talking about. On the break, we can be a bit I can't think of the word, but a ball over the top, and Casilla makes the save. Susceptible to the counter-attack, although Sheffield Wednesday didn't really seem particularly interested in counter-attack as the corner comes in, and it's headed over at the near post. Right, 65 minutes in, I'm going to make a change. Alioski is not having his best game so far, but neither is Barry Douglas. And neither's Luke Ayling, really. Luke Ayling's been a little bit of a disappointment, actually, since he's come into the side for me. 6.82 average rating. It's not fantastic, but it is what it is. Robbie Gotts can actually play there now, but I'm gonna stick with him, and I'll bring on Helder Costa for now on the left. It's going to be the first change that I make. See if he can force his way back into my plans by coming on and putting in a good 25-minute shift. As Wednesday playing from the back, White beats Forestieri in the air, but no one's there to pick up the second ball as Reach plays it forward. The Cruz straight at Casilla. It's a nice, easy save for him as it goes behind for a corner. Going to be whipped in by Barry Bannon. Actually was at Leeds back in the day, very shortly, as Stevens absolutely hoofs it clear. And that brings an end to that highlight. And now just 15 minutes remaining. I'm thinking, what do I change? I'm gonna give Roberts some minutes out on the left, put Bamford up top, and I'm also going to switch to a slightly more defensive version of the tactic just to hopefully see out these last 15 minutes. I'm also going to switch it from positive to a more balanced approach, as there is actually a highlight going on Helder Costa straight at the keeper. I think that was probably a highlight because I was making a change. And then last 10 minutes, I'll just demand more. hopefully we can hold on to this 1-0 win. Sheffield Wednesday definitely starting to come back into the game a little bit, but so far unable to break us down as the seconds are ticking away, and that is the end of the match. A good win, to be fair, away from home in a derby, and against a team that are currently in 6th, and that's a good way to go into the weekend. I was going to tell them all it was a good win. Well done, fellas. As you can see now, that leaves us just 2 points behind Fulham and 1 point behind 2 points behind Fulham and 3 points behind Brentford. I'd imagine that they'll probably both go on to win their games. I'm not bothered about the press conferences. They are boring as anything. And let's see. Oh, game saving. Right. Oh, Fulham Middlesbrough is a huge game. Middlesbrough currently sat in 4th position with a fantastic start, and Brentford are actually away at QPR. A big derby there, so let's see if that rattles them a little bit. Keep an eye on the results. Fulham beat Middlesbrough 2-0. QPR have beaten Brentford 4-0. 4-0. Unbelievable. Things you absolutely love to see. Very easy, but yeah, not too shabby. So if we let's go and have ourselves a little look at the table now. We're just 3 points behind Brentford and 5 points behind Fulham, and now 2 points ahead of Middlesbrough. Did Hull win again, or did they draw? I think Hull probably drew. Yeah, they drew 1-1 against Derby. So I'm envisaging. Envisaging? Is that a word? Yeah, it sounds right. I'm going to assume that it's probably most likely going to be a 3-horse race going right down to the wire between myself, Fulham, and Brentford. So that'll definitely be interesting. But anyway, now we've got the small matter of a 4th round in the League Cup. So I will see you for that. Right, so for today's game, I'm actually going to make a fair few changes. I'm going to bring in Meslier in goal. Stroke's not quite fit enough to play, so I'll leave out White and play Berardi. On right back, I'm going to give Gotts a little bit of a go. On the left, Leif Davis. I'm not particularly fussed about this game, but I think we do have a lot of decent players that can perform very, very well. I'm going to go with a midfield pairing of Shackleton and Mateus Bogus, who is actually now considered 3.5-star player. And I'm just looking at him. He's actually considered, according to my scouts, he's currently operating at a Premier League level. So I definitely need to start using him a little bit more and take more of an advantage of how good of a player he is. I'm going to stick with Stevens out on the... No, I'm not going to stick with Stevens out on the right. I'm going to play Pablo on the right. I'm going to get Harrison out on the left. And obviously, I've got to play the boy Montagnu up top. I should probably leave Phillips out, but I feel like he's such an important player in this system. He is so well suited to that half-back role that I just cannot afford to leave him out, and he has to play no matter what, pretty much. But yeah, that is the side that I'm going in with. So Mezze in goal, Berardi and Cooper at centre-backs, Gotts and Davis wing-backs, Phillips just in front of the back three, Bogus and Shackleton in front of him, Harrison on the left, Pablo on the right, and Montagnu up top on his own. Berardi's lacking in match sharpness. I do not care. I need to rest my boy Ben White, and let's get into this. Let's see what kind of a team they've got. I don't think it's mega strong. Yeah, Keenan Davis, he doesn't even look like a championship player. He's played 5 games this season. Yotta's making his debut. Eunice is a bit part player. Lansbury, bit part player. Douglas Luiz played a little bit. Keema, he's a pretty regular player. So yeah, pretty much a rotated side from them as well. So hopefully we can do the business, because I do still think that the side that I've put out is fairly strong, so it'll be interesting to see how we get on. It is obviously an away game, so that is going to go against us a little bit, but the first highlight is a throw in Leif Davis to Montagnu, but he's lost the ball to Lansbury, but he's got it back inside to Bogus, and he's taken down. That's in the box. That did not look in the box to me, but Pablo is going to take the penalty. Regular take a click, obviously not in the sides. Pablo steps up, and he sends the keeper the wrong way. And we take a nice early lead just 12 minutes in. And that is what we absolutely love to see. As you can see there, Pablo puts it perfectly into the bottom corner. Much better than his penalties in real life, it is safe to say. But early on, the signs are good against this weakened Villa side, as they've actually got a free kick, but it's gone straight to Davis. Plays it forward to Harrison. to Shackleton and Bogus, playing around. Really, what a ball that is, out to Hernandez. Can he get the ball into the box? Plays it back to Gott, swings it in. Leaf Davis, Leaf Davis at the back post, not far away from putting it in, but the signs are very promising. Alright, well, coming up to the half-time mark, 40 minutes gone, 42. Nothing has happened since, but as you can see here, we are absolutely dominating. Just 2 shots for Villa so far. They fouled us 10 times. We've had slightly more possession, not a huge amount, but we've had plenty of opportunities. Very, very happy with this all so far. Very pleased with how things are going. Keep it up. And yeah, well, keep it up, boys. Let's take this into the second half, as Jack Harrison, I've just noticed, is having an absolute stinker. I think that said he's on a 6.2 rating at the moment. But as Villa looking to play it out, and they've managed, it's fallen to Barb, or what finish that is. But Meslier, he shouldn't be getting beaten there. That is poor. That is poor goalkeeping. We'll see what happened here. Kima just plays it forward, and, well, Yotta beats Cooper in the air. And then Barber takes it forward, smashes it near post. It was a good finish, but Meslier should be getting closer to that. Disappointing, yeah. Jack Harrison dropping a fat 6.1 as Hernandez swings in the corner. Montagnu goes out to Davis. What can he do? Please keep the ball. He just about does. Berardi's on it now, looking to take it past his man. Don't know what to do with it, but Phillips back to Berardi. Some unbelievable 1-2 passing here, but Berardi, that's paused. Douglas Luiz is looking to break forward, plays it forward to Eunice, to Lansbury, switches it out to Mbarba, takes it past Davis with ease, and Meslier makes the save at his near post. He's learnt from his mistakes, as I definitely need to look at taking Jack Harrison off, but we have got a throw in. Davis plays it in to Bogus. Davis back. It's Robbie Gotts at the back post. So close to an unbelievable finish from the wing back. But let's get Harrison off. He's dropped an absolute stinker so far. Helder Costa coming on. And then Jamie Shack, he's not having the best time either. So we'll bring Click on for him. Get the 2 Poles in centre midfield. See what they can do. Work together. They can probably speak some Polish to each other. Have a little bit of fun. But I demand a little bit more. There's 15 minutes left. Time is ticking away, but it's a throw-in. God, that's a pretty long throw to Phillips. What can he do with it? Keep the ball. Bogus. Hernandez. What a switch that is. Helder Costa. Come on. Come on, the boy. That was an unbelievable ball from Pablo Hernandez. Let's not forget about that. But for Helder Costa to take that, I think first time on the volley into the bottom corner. We'll see it here in glorious 3D. Nice ball from Bogus. And first time from Pablo. And that is an unbelievable goal. And Helder Costa has every right to celebrate that one, as we're just going to see it once again, just to make sure that he was onside. He was an absolute mile onside. As time once again ticking away, but Bogus to Davis. Back to Bogus. See if we can take a third. Pablo in the box. What a ball. What a finish. To provide a turn scorer. And that was just as good of a ball from Bogus. We have got some unbelievable footballers in this side. And oh my goodness, let's watch that in 3D. That is beautiful. We're going to see it again to see how close Pablo was to being offside. No, we're not, surprisingly enough. And the highlights just keep coming. My goodness, what is going on? Sam Davis with the throw. It falls to Click. Off the post. And Lansbury clears it for a corner. Is anything going to come off this corner? Probably not. Hernandez whips it in. And it's headed away. And I imagine, that is at the end of the highlight. But another highlight's coming. It's just non-stop highlights here. As a goal kick goes straight to Davis. Plays it back to Meslier. Now time to look to build from the back, as Brady plays a pretty woeful ball forwards. And Villa are back in possession after a little lucky bounce. But that is dreadful from the centre-back. Let's Click in. Nah, straight at Heaton. Narrowed down the angle. Good goalkeeping from him, to be fair. As Hernandez looks to swing in the corner. Nothing comes of it. But it's back to Hernandez. Let's see what we can do. Cooper to Berardi. Don't lose it there. Thank you. Back to Cooper. Just a few passes being played around here. And why did it even bother showing me that highlight? But time is ticking away. And every single time I say that, there seems to be a highlight. As I'm not really sure what happened there. But Heaton's made some kind of save. As he clears it forward and Click. Hello, Click. Just what? What was he doing there? What was Click doing? He just kind of ran around in a circle. What is that? What? What are you doing? Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. And how on earth has that managed? Who was that? Robbie Gotts. How on earth has that managed to make its way through? But now the time really is ticking away, and that is full time. An absolutely dominant performance. Whew, and we advance on to, I believe, the quarterfinals, maybe, of the Cup. Or is it going to be the 5th round? That was really special, lads. No one gave us a chance. Blah, 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 blah. What a performance from Pablo Hernandez, by the way. 2 goals and an assist with a 9 rating. Bogus. I was bigging him up and how much he... how highly rated he was before this game, and he's put in an 8.9. Great performance from him. He's definitely going to be getting a few more minutes in the league, that is for sure. But a fantastic result all in all. We're in the 4th round, through to the quarter-final of the Cup. Not bothered about the press conferences, they are boring, and I'll just skip forward to the draw to find out who we're going to be getting in the quarter-finals. Oh, Click's 1 goal of the month. I did mention some of his... how most of his goals this season had been from outside the box. As I don't care about this one. I don't want to see this one. I don't want to see this one either. I want to see my goal. I don't want to see 2 and 3. I don't care about them. Next match. Come on, here we go. It was away at Millwall in the game that we actually lost. So let's see. What was Click's goal of the month? Barry Douglas to Phillips. I think I remember this. Shackleton to Click. 1 touch and bang. What a finish that is. Absolutely unbelievable stuff to give us the lead in the game that we ended up going on to lose 3-2. But just congratulate Click on the awards. I've definitely scored better goals in the past. I mean, he's not wrong, to be fair to him. He is not wrong. Right, quarter-final draw. Let's see. Could get a little bit lucky. Obviously, I'm eyeing up the championship sides, QPR, Borough and Brentford. I'd like to avoid these, although Norwich are 6th. Bloody hell. How are Sheffield United doing? They're 12th, so still 2 fairly decent Premier League teams, but a lot of the big boys are out. So let's see, Sheffield United away. Oh my goodness. And Liverpool, Everton as well. So we've got a Yorkshire derby. We could have had QPR, Brentford as well. And then poor Norwich and Middlesbrough would have been the most boring tie of the entire round. But we've got Sheffield United in the quarter-final of the Cup. When's that going to be played? That's going to be played all the way in December. I think that's a little bit too far to go for the next episode. So for the next episode, I probably will come back. Actually, that ties in really nice with the Fulham game. I'll probably do the Borough and Huddersfield games. Because obviously Borough, they're doing pretty well at the moment at Huddersfield again. Little Yorkshire derby. And then we'll come back after that for the quarter-final of the EFL Cup away at Sheffield United. Then we've got a Fulham away in the league at the weekend. So I think that should be a very, very good episode. But anyway, that is where I am going to finish off today's episode. As always, if you have enjoyed the video, please do be sure to leave a like. Subscribe to the channel if you are new around here. And I'll catch you in the next episode.